Bomberman on 16-bit consoles was the ultimate party game. You and your friends could sit down and try and outwit each other with bombs. And now the party's back, and it's switching things up.
All right, Rad, let's throw some bombs down.
That's Bomberman!
Yes, oh no! You sacrificed yourself for the team! I just realized the skull was a remote thinking I could blow it up if I want to, and then I wanted to and I blew it up and you got dead!
I don't know what you're saying!
If you've never played a Bomberman game before, your basic goal is to work your way through a map by placing bombs, collecting upgrades, and then eventually trying to trap and destroy your opponents with a well-timed explosion.
That's right, Darren, and those upgrades are key. They can extend your flame, give you more bombs to place, or let you push or throw bombs around. However, with more upgrades comes more risk. If you place bombs willy-nilly without having an escape route planned, things can go wrong very quickly. I do that all the time. I just love placing bombs.
Oh, I am so willy-nilly. I did that all the time too. I would just throw bombs anywhere in a rush to get the enemy, and then kaboom!
The key to being a great Bomberman is patience and planning. And you can practice that in the game's story campaign. Emperor Bugler has set to dominate the universe. Intergalactic conquest! I love it when I can identify with video game characters.
Yes, well, he's trying to take control of the main 5 planets in the starry sky solar system. The Bomber people are told to bow down and accept him as their ruler.
But Bomber people don't bow down to anyone. Although most of them seem to be super lazy or sleepy, or only really interested in hair clips.
Hey Aqua, isn't this hair clip wonderful? I think it looks beautiful, but everything suits you, big sister.
Even so, they take off to fight their way through the 5 worlds and 5 bosses.
I won!
It's a very basic plot with very basic cutscenes.
Still, it was nice to see the developer try and make something different to the usual Bomberman games, which focus on multiplayer.
I don't know, Rad, maybe they shouldn't have. I found all of these cutscenes really obnoxious and loud, kind of like a loud toy commercial.
Hey, I told you all to come to today's training. Why weren't any of you there?
They're just a bit painful to watch.
Yeah, that didn't bother me so much, but I did turn off the music pretty quickly. It's like a bunch of colors screaming at you.
The campaign mixes things up by adding multi-floored levels, jump pads, rescue missions, and by introducing a variety of enemies. Some might gobble up your bombs, others might protect themselves from blasts. Frogs jump about the map, and the rest, well, they just kind of wander about.
Yes, the artificial intelligence isn't very complex, but deep down the gameplay is classic Bomberman, and that is quite fun. You can play this campaign in local 2-player co-op, which is really the way to play, as the boss fights are unfairly challenging on your own. But the most fun to be had with this game is in the versus multiplayer, and things got pretty hectic, didn't they, Rad?
Oh, heckers!
I can't lose.
I forget which one I am. I'm the little green guy.
I got the guitar in my head. Oh, watch out! I kicked the bomb to you!
I'm your cheeky monkey! No!
I blowed myself up.
I blowed myself up too.
I'm here. Oh, no! In fairness, I also placed a bomb. You were just quicker than me. Guess who's on the edge who's going to throw a bomb at you? It's me.
No one?
It's me.
No
It's
one?
me. Here it comes. Watch
Go
out.
away.
Watch out.
Go away.
No,
Hey!
Well played.
Thank you.
Well played, Rad.
Trying to trap your friends is always fun, and the game can support 8 players, which is kind of amazing. Although we couldn't find a way to play 1v1, you can only play 4-player or 8-player with the empty slots filled with computers. And that's a bit boring because the AI is too good.
Yeah, I just wanted to play with you and me, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah, 1v1 me, mate. You can play online, but it is a bit laggy.
That's true, and lag is not something you want in a game that requires split-second decisions and quick reactions. I also struggle with the look of this game. For a start, visually, it's very cluttered, but also it's got this top-down view which is on a slight angle, and that naturally made my brain mess up the controls, because I'd be aiming slightly up and left instead of just left. It just doesn't feel precise enough. Also, I really struggle to find people to play with online.
Well, that could be because Super Bomberman R is being sold at a premium price point. It is very expensive for what is ultimately just a simple party game.
True, Darren. It is a little bit cheaper in the online store, but still way too much.
Indeed. This often happens when a new console launches, so hopefully it won't be a trend for the Switch.
I hope so, Darren. Well, overall, I had some fun playing this with you guys, but not enough to truly recommend this game. So I'm going to give it 2 out of 5 rubber chickens.
Yeah, maybe best to wait till Super Bomberman R is in the bargain bin. I'm giving it 2 out of 5 rubber chickens as well.
Well, I'm giving it 5 out of 5 rubber chickens! What? April Fool!